Well, no, it's the opposite.
When you move
then
from
attack.
your link, can you...
When you move, you can attack, and then you can attack again.
Yeah.
It's pretty swanky.
So especially since you're so good at just running people down.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
It seems like it's fairly essential for an aggressive melee build.
That's why I can't...
Alright, so this map, I need to start again for Aragorn. This is the land, the Raven Land as it is known. It's had a few names over its history, but for you, it is called the Forbidden Land. Now, a little brief recap of history just to make this thing more relevant to all of you. 5 years ago, the mist lifted out of the landscape. This mist being very, very bad. It's a red-laced mist that would pretty much kill anyone overnight that was inside of it, except for very, very few particular type of individuals, which we can get to a little bit later, or by lore, maybe someone can know. Now, once this mist has lifted, because it's been encompassing the land for about 300 years, and because of that, tradeways between towns was non-existent. And so all towns had to survive on their own. The mist didn't go right up to the city. The mist actually stayed away from the cities. They bordered the cities with enough room to pretty much grow meager amounts of crops to sustain themselves, to stay alive. Individuals that would leave during the daytime were fine, but if they were within the mist, once night fell, they pretty much died. And so after 300 years, the mist lifted. And people are seeing the results of the untamed wild now starting to come back, because things still grew. Vegetation, plant life still grew within the mist, just people couldn't survive and they couldn't live inside it. And so you see these abandoned, overgrown ruins, dwarven, elven, human architecture that doesn't resemble any architecture used right now. Some say it's from the Outlanders from the previous history, the lands down south that are inaccessible right now, or have always been inaccessible. In fact, most people don't even know about them. Kind of jumping ahead. So we find ourselves, people are now starting to explore the world for riches, for treasure. As you can imagine, life might have been a little bit boring for adventurers because you couldn't really go nowhere for the last 300 years. So within the last 5 years, people that were able to have started to explore to try to find treasure. There are two predominant religious groups within the Raven Land, the Rust Brothers and the Raven Sisters. The Raven Sisters are an organization that believe in the Raven as the god. There's a history about how, I don't want to get into a history to burn time, but pretty much the Raven Sisters are known amongst elves and dwarves to be peaceful, lovers of nature, of childbirth, and they're known to help out individuals, as I mentioned, for ailments, for childbirth, for helping out. I'll talk myself. They're known to be nice. On the other hand, the Rust Brothers, believing in the god of Rust and his wife Him, they are a bit bad. The Rust Brothers believe that the main god Rust, who is the divine being in the world, for him to protect the lands, he needs a sacrificial sacrifice every so often, as well as tribute to the Rust Brothers. Now, because the one god everyone, the Rust Brothers and the Raven Sisters, worship, they believe one is better than the other, or they believe one is the one. So the Rust Brothers believe the main god is Rust, while the Raven Sisters believe the main god is the Raven. Well, because of this, the Rust Brothers hunt down and kill and execute Raven Sister organizations, wherever it be. So Rust Brothers, for all intents and purposes, are the evil bad guys, the evil church here. Raven Sisters are good, they're just kind of hidden because, well, they want to be killed. And someone's got a really hot mic. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we get to our game at hand. All of you found yourselves, at one point, somewhat bitter enemies, but in the midst of a battle, you're all overcome by a group of, we could say, bandits that overcome you, and you found yourselves... Okay, who's coming in now? We all here? Oh, no worries. I'm walking in my house. I'm not in front of my computer. So y'all found yourselves in this camp in the wooded glade, hands bound behind your back, laying on the ground, while these bandits were going to do something to you. You didn't know what they were going to do, but you're able to somewhat band together, overcome your aggressors, free yourselves. You killed them, took some of the gear. You found a war horse out in the wilderness as you're traveling. You suspect that the nearest village is several hours out to the northwest. So, we bring ourselves and make this very, very easy. We're going to start. We'll pick up right now. The morning has just broken. The sun has just crested the horizon. Weather is fairly low. It's damp. You see your breath coming out of your mouth as y'all wake up for the morning. One of you would have been on watch, so we'll make it easy.
I think it was me, because I have night vision.
Okay. That's right. Let me get some things set up real quick. That's a little bit loud.
Yeah, Grissom probably took first watch. Or
it'll be last watch.
First, even. Yeah,
it's fine.
got to sleep
Yeah, it's fine. So it's morning now. Inner camp, and just to make this easy, just to gather time in, you would have came across Braun. Braun would have been one of the other people that you rescued with each other. He would have been with you, because I don't want to sit there and burn time for him, his introduction with this one shot. So Braun's going to be with you. And ultimately, it looks like right now you just want to get to a settlement because, well, you might be a little bit low on supplies, or you've been captured, so you just want to get someplace where it might be a little more safe. Your last event was overcoming a ogre, which, as those of you might know, is the offspring of dwarves and humans. All right, so we come to the four of you. Got a campfire that is slightly smoldering. Maybe you're cooking some food, who knows? We got the horse off in the distance that is grazing on the landscape. And it seems to be a peaceful morning. Sky's a little lit red behind the cloud cover. So, if we're going to skip anything, or let me ask this, is there anything you all should do right now? Before we go into, we have a small hex crawl to get to the town, so.
Are we doing actions during the day now, or?
I want what you want to do. I don't want to know what you want to do hex-wise. Just, is there anything you want to do around the camp right now, before we head out? Because I believe the goal right now is to get to the town.
Yeah.
Cook some game, eat.
Doesn't it take a quarter day, though?
That would be a quarter day if you want to hunt.
Well, we already have game. We hunted last time.
All right,
Yeah.
and you don't need to. So I'm asking for anything that's not related to the hex crawl thing. That's what I'm asking right now. Anything you might wish to do.
Oh, I mean, I guess I'll get up and, feed and care for my horse.
All right, fantastic. You're brand new. This actually would have been your old warhorse. We'll just say that they knocked you down and you're able to eventually... They set the warhorse free for whatever reason, or maybe it just ran off on its own in the midst of your battle. So eventually you're able to track you down your horse and get him back.
Yay!
What's wrong with you, dog man? You can find a horse, but you can't manage to find a fucking deer.
I will eat you. You're small and weak.
But you will not eat that deer, because you couldn't find the fucking deer.
You will swallow sword and then they will eat you.
All right, and actually I do want a brief introduction, because Braun's here. Everyone give a brief description of themselves to Braun, then Braun do the same thing, please.
Grissom is a elderly goblin, dark skin, heavily lined, almost, he usually keeps some kind of charcoal kind of around his eyes to minimize glare. Keeps his hood up most of the time, heavily lined face. He's surprisingly nimble for his age. He wears rough but well-made, hunting clothes, alongside a very well-made bow that he tends to every night.
Vanagandir is like a middle-aged wolfkin dude. He looks a little bit like if a Malamute were mean.
What now?
You know, an Alaskan Malamute. It's kind of a dog.
A big husky,
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Basically. He looks a little like if a Malamute were mean. He's got, some pretty standard combat gear. A little bit of the old armor. He's got a pretty nice sword that he keeps slung at his hip at all times. He's got some less nice looted stuff strapped to him. He's got a big bear trap just kind of slung over his back. That's kind of Vanagandir. He's covered in blood.
Why?
It's old blood. Don't worry.
He's been stabbed.
Most of it isn't his either.
What? Oh, okay.
Ryder is a very young adult halfling, sort of that spryly, clean-cut, clean uniform kind of person. Smiles a fair bit too much, as halflings tend to, but he has a job to do, he's going to do it. He doesn't really care what the fuck anybody else has to say, and he's not going to take any more shit. He's taken enough shit, and he's not taking any more.
And they're probably cousins.
Yeah, probably.
All right, Braun, what about you? What are they looking at?
Bron is a human adult. He's primarily about himself. But a strange thing is that he's actually quite loyal. He's not going to stab someone in the back as long as they're paying him. That's basically who I am.
That is not loyalty.
Yeah. Well, if someone's paying me, I'm not going to accept someone else to pay me to backstab the first one.
Fair enough.
You can call professionalism.
In this day and age, wow.
All right, real quick, because I want to get this real done real quick, Aragorn, because you did say you're a human. I did build a character off of what was in Discord, which was a half-elf. I don't want to change it, so just leave it as half-elf right now, or just make yourself human, just keep the half-elf thing. Just I don't want to waste time.
Maybe remembering.
Okay,
Anyway.
sure. He's a half-elf that thinks he's a human. He's more in tune with his human side than his half-elf side.
Yes.
He looks more human.
Yes, you can see it on my ears. I'm
Right.
not had the point yet.
And let's go ahead and give all of you a potential chance to build some willpower. So, willpower being very important. Now, one good way to get willpower, among other various benefits, is having a lodge and a holding, which we really can't really do with a one-shot, but if we do stick with this, an easy way to gain free, without damaging yourself, willpower is by having your own city holding, so forth. But the other way to get it is to push your abilities, be a hero. So, to see any kind of lore that might be around, I want everyone to go ahead and, if they so wish, do a lore roll.
A lore roll. Let me find the thing.
Is wits with the lore skill.
So if I have 5 wits and 0 lore, that's 5 attributes.
Yep.
I'm
So if you
trying to
have
remember.
5 wits and 2 lore, that's gonna be 5 of the white dice or attribute dice, and then 2 of the skill dice or 2 of the red dice.
So my things are gone. So I'm gonna need them again. My hotkeys are gone.
Look at that YouTube video I linked in Discord. It's a 2-minute video that tells you how to do it. So, when is your hotkeys always? I shouldn't do that.
I can't. I lost connection.
Did that for me.
No, it's working.
It just cleared all my hotkeys off, so I don't have any hotkeys anymore.
I wonder if you have the program set to read only.
I don't know.
That might be what's doing it.
So I need more.
So how did I roll the dice pool?
Went to the dice pool, double click it.
No idea.
What's being rolled here?
Lore.
Okay.
Ah, yes, that thing I don't know about.
A lot of you
Yeah.
apparently don't know about lore.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to put all my hotkeys back since I don't have them anymore.
Well, I have a couple wits.
So I'll put that in there.
What does the sword and skull mean, by the way?
All right, so Successes in this game are a 6 or the cross swords. A 2, 3, 4, 5 are nothing, the blank. A 1 is the skull. And they can be bad if you push your character. Now, how you push is, if you looked at the video, you actually wrote down the /push. So
Yes.
you're allowed to push your character by re-rolling all the dice that are not a 1 or a 6. You re-roll all the 2, 3, 4, and 5s. And you add it to that roll. At that point, anyone that's a 1 or the skull actually damages your attributes, damages your character. But for every damage you do, you gain willpower.
And what is the white, red, and black? Which one is which? Black is gear, yes?
Yeah, black is gear, white is attributes, and red is skill.
Attribute.
How the hell does Vanagator have so many points in wit?
I have
Whoops.
4 wits, man.
I keep accidentally rolling things.
I have 4 agility, 4 strength, 4 wits, and 2 empathy.
You young'uns.
Now, for you to succeed, all you need is get to 1 success. So, for you, Braun, you got 1 success. So you get to ignore those ones, unless you wish to push yourself. So, what I'm going to reveal is...
Wait, I think I'm reading stuff wrong here.
What?
This one's dragon.
Is it, no, I think I'm reading something wrong. Is it the number after wits or before wits?
After.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the number of 4 wits is
Oh,
just to
before
organize it. The number after the wits is
Okay.
your actual score.
I started to wonder here, but
Okay.
then I did it wrong.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and reroll it there, Braun. Your witch is actually, yeah.
Oh, nice. You added a little
There we go. That's-
ability damage thing. That was
Yeah.
good of you.
So y'all know what it is. All right, so we have any successes here.
I will.
I got a success. I pushed myself.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna push myself as well.
Only one needs to do this. So right now you only need to push yourself if you wish to actually gain willpower. So Vanagan,
do
because
wish.
you damaged one wits, Vanagan, but you gain 1 wits, or you gain one, so you gain 1 willpower. Now what I can say is that you do know that nearby the next town is the town of Blackwald.
But I got okay. So I just damaged myself for 2, but I got 2 willpower. So that's
Yes.
nice.
Mhm. So it's a town of Blackwald.
Oh,
It's about 10 miles following the edge of the forest. You're actually at the edge of a forest right now. What you do know is, if you look at the map, here,
Yeah, I know the where I'm.
Ryder, you only hurt yourself for... Wait, you didn't use the push mechanic.
I did not, because I always forget to. I know what I'm doing, but I rolled. There was a skull. I re-rolled. There's another skull. That's 2 damage. Yes.
No.
How does it work
You
then?
need to use the push mechanic because it keeps all skulls and all successes and rerolls everything else.
Fine. What is the? How much damage do I take this time when I re-rolled?
You would take 1, assuming that the skull sticks around to the second roll.
Okay.
I'll make this
Just
easy.
one?
Ryder, you took 1 damage. You got one willpower, 1 wit damage.
Okay.
Make it easy. So, both of you, Ryder and Vanagan Deer, know that about 10 miles to the northwest is going to be the town of Blackwald. What's also known, I'll give this one for Ryder, is that the town of Blackwald is actually the remnants of a much, much larger town. It's very, very much smaller now. At one point in its history, it was completely leveled during some magnificent battle. And so there are ruins that extend up to the new walls of Blackwald.
All right. Cool.
Sweet. Can we figure out which way it is?
Absolutely. If you look at the map, it is the town is right there.
Oh, I meant us. Like, do we have a means of determining which direction? Because we know that it's... Oh, or are you saying we know where it is in relation to us?
Yeah. So Vanagan
Oh.
and Ryder might have been there before, so they know how to get there.
I can lead us to Blackwall, the closest settlement. While it is full of weak, I shall eat them.
Yes. Dilly hole.
Follow me.
Fool of the week. All right, so we're gonna do a very, very quick. Actually, no, just because I want to do it a little later. So we're gonna go ahead and go straight there, and then we'll do the hex crawl stuff afterwards, depending on what happens there. So you travel several hours. It's about 10 miles over open plains. You're on a small group, possibly having Ryder up front because she is on a mount, war horse that is brisk and fast. Also, very, very strong. I need to show you the stats of it.
Shouldn't I be leading the way because I have an actual survival skill?
Yeah, maybe we should let the goblin who knows what they're doing go
you.
first.
She's been there. Okay, so with the collaboration of all of you as a group, you go there, realizing that it's probably better to stick together as a group because you did come across the bandits and the ogres, and you all were captured. So after several hours of journey, you come across the first signs of civilization. You see the canopy of the forest in the background, the immense forest, but you also see the first remnants of the ruins of Blackwald, or Old Blackwald we can call. And it is overgrown with vines and vegetation. The trees go up to thigh height in places. Your horse is really happy with everything that's around. And you see the old structures of blacksmithing shops, walls, buildings, even the occasional rusted piece of weaponry, armor. You see a helm that's been cracked in two pieces, caved in, but just rusted, been out here enduring the elements for probably 300 years, because this place would have been inaccessible because of the mist. As you're traveling towards Blackwald, you come across that of a abandoned camp. Fairly recent, as you look. You have a lean-to against one of the fallen wall structures made of stone, these giant slabs of stone that were the original Rockwald city. It was a promptly lean-to that is leaning against one of the walls. There is a place for it seemed to be about maybe 2 to 3 people to be within comfortable residence underneath that tarp, the canopy. There is a fire pit that's actually not burning embers no more, but it's slightly warm to the touch. There's also a bag that is propped against the wall inside that tent, or the lean-to. What
Is there anyone around?
You do a very, very quick observation looking around. Now, there are innumerable amount of places to hide with all just the ruins and structures, but a visual observation shows there's no one around unless they might be hiding.
It's a trap.
Yeah, I'm drawing my sword and my. I'm gonna draw the broadsword that I took off the guy and my knife.
All right, so you see Vanagan Deer
Near the
bring out the
goblin.
broadsword and his knife, holding it in his 2 hands. I imagine. Oh no, it's probably get your weapons out. What about you, Ryder? What are you doing?
I always have my spear out.
Okay.
That is a given. I'm not. I don't have to do anything else really with my hands besides having to direct the horse at the other.
I say we leave it. It's just one little necklace.
Yes, but it is clearly weak.
So, what do y'all do? Do you wish to press forth towards the city? Do you wish to investigate this, or do you wish to do something else?
We should ensure that there is nothing that we will trip over on the way to the city. I say we look around to try to find this individual.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
I agree. We should not let them get behind us.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna look around for the owner of this campsite.
All right. Then I'll let y'all do a scouting roll.
Oh, wait, actually, can I possibly use my hunting in?
Yeah, you tell me what skill you want to use. I don't want to sit there and tell you what to use. You tell me what skill you want to use.
But Hursk, I have. Is there a scent present for this individual? Like, would I be able to sniff them out with my hunting instincts?
What does hunting instincts do?
Hunting instincts, it's basically Wolfkin can smell real good, so I can spend willpower to designate a person or creature as my prey, if they're within line of sight or there's a scent to follow. Oh wait, that wouldn't really help because it's mostly a combat bonus. Oh wait, no, never mind. The number of willpower you spend equals the number of days that you can follow your prey's scent.
It's over here.
Well,
Yeah.
it's also the
So-
fact that you can, in general, smell people out. Like,
Yeah, but if I'm trying to track someone based on smell.
I got a success.
I'm thinking of what I could even use besides that, but I don't think I can, so I'm just gonna. Boop.
Oh yeah, I'll say this. As you look inside the encampment, Vanagan, you get a peculiar scent.
Oh, it's an attribute, not a skill, but.
What kind of peculiar scent?
It smells like a mix of lavender and a pungent irony smell.
So, some kind of monster and blood.
But looking around, there's no blood.
You sure it's not just smelling yourself?
Is there a sword?
Brother.
True.
You just the smell comes from within the camp. It's actually around I'll say the biggest amount of it is actually on the back of the pack. If you kind of investigate a little bit, as if someone's maybe bathed themselves, or it's predominantly on the pack in that area.
Yeah, I'm absolutely tearing that area apart. Trying to find the source of this smell.
All right, and Grissom, what are you
Determine
rolling?
the source of the smell.
I already rolled a success.
What were you rolling?
Scouting.
Okay. Grissom, as we have Vanagan Deer kind of looking around, tearing apart the camp ever so slightly, you make out what seem to be, man, that damn phrase, you make out the signs of what you might expect could be slight trouble. You're looking around and you see grooves, marks, the telltale sign of weapon impacts in the stone around you. You see there are a couple... The tent canopy is nothing new. There's weather-worn damage, but you see that there seem to be a couple of slits that could be possibly from arrows. You being an expert yourself, but there's no arrowheads, and you kind of investigate, look around a little bit, and you see where you expect some arrows from a leverage point off in the distance struck through the canopy against the wall. You trace your hand against the wall, and you see the impact point where an arrowhead might have hit it, but someone took everything out of here. That might have been the damage. And it seems to be new. You see pieces of the stone flecking on the ground, so it hasn't been blown away or washed away with the passage of time. So it's recent.
Hursk.
I'll
Yes.
point all this out.
Oh, sorry.
I'll point all this out. A fight here. Someone cleaned up there. That's more effort than they usually put in.
Hursk, what do you want me to roll to try to figure out this mysterious smell?
This one, I'm not going to actually have you do the roll. I'm just going to have this not a success. This would have been probably a scouting or hunting, but I'm just going to give it to you for your ability.
Yeah.
So that's what you get,
I can
is
also-
that smell.
That's it?
Yeah.
I
And
can't
you go
see-
around and you can't pick up this. You pick up the smell that goes around the area a little bit. It starts to diverge into what seem to be slight paths. One of them heading towards the village, but they all kind of break away. They kind of just fade away.
Okay. Yeah, so Vanagandir just turns to the group and says, "There was a fight here. Death. They split. Some went to the village."
And does anyone inspect the content of the bag?
Oh yeah, I was tearing apart the bag.
Okay. Right. There are a mix of clothing, a oiled rag for possibly oiling armor. There is an actual piece of armor. There is a studded leather cap within the bag. It's mixed. We have a bit of food ration. So I'll give you a D6. All you can have a D6 of water that you can extend to yourself. A D6 of water, a D6 of food, a studded leather cap, and just common effects that someone would travel with.
Does the hat fit me?
It does not. It is more for a human-sized head. So honestly, this would fit Braun the best. It'd actually be a little bit too big for Ryder and Grissom.
Oh, don't you tell about my small head.
Yep, your head's too small.
Yeah, Vanagandir is gonna take one of those. Gonna take the food supply.
I get the water.
I
Sure,
take the helmet then.
Upgrade dice on the sheet.
You just drag the. You like click it, or no? You just drag the die on.
Oh, so I'll take the water. So I currently have a D8, which is getting upgraded to a D.
Oh, first you have to clear the dice though. So right click and hit clear dice.
Aha.
At the bottom of the pack, you see a single black raven feather.
He's doing drugs.
Vanagandir is gonna take it and just kind of hold it up and say, "Raven Sisters."
Yes. It's a symbol of the Raven Sisters.
A bird. It could be bird.
In bottom of pack,
Now,
unlikely.
you want a walking dog, it could be a walking bird. I don't know.
It's not an
And I told you
actual.
Brian
It's not an organic feather. It's actually a very nicely made metal black feather. So it's very much a Raven Sister.
Have I ever told you that I'm going to eat you?
Have I told you that you suck? Yes.
Yeah, Vanagandir and Grissom just have like a weird, awkward laugh moment that makes everyone else very uncomfortable.
Indeed. I'm just gonna continue with what I'm doing.
Probably wise.
How do I add the helmet, by the way?
Oh, here, I'll just give it to you in a character real quick. Inventory items.
So is sign of ambush. Arrows strike here, blows strike here, but arrows taken back. Not want to see what happened here. No? You see anything from up there, cousin? You see anything from up there? You're very high up.
Do I see anything from up here?
No.
No.
You see off the distance, you see the black smoke of probably forges or fireplaces of the town.
Can I hop around to see where those arrows came from and try and find like where the attack came from, and then follow a trail from there.
Is there any sort of angle to the arrows that would imply direction?
You see Grissom run off really quick for several minutes, and he comes back. Grissom, you found that looking at the angle and the piercing through the lean-to, you found the spot, most likely, once again, you be an expert, where you would have shot and where they shot to specifically get a very, very clear vantage point to whatever they're shooting at. You found the spot, most likely, in fact, we made it very easy. You see boot prints where someone actually brushed off some old remnants of the broken stonework, and they actually stood on top of a broken part tower.
I see anything around there where the boot tracks went, or
No.
anything left behind?
No. It's a mix of the tower, the stonework, and just rusted metal flakes from various weaponry that's still left around.
The foot of the tower, though. They had
No.
to go in.
No, you lose all sign of tracks.
I think he can fly.
Maybe.
I think we should get moving. They might come back.
I agree with the man thing.
I kind of want a lean-to. Have you ever had a lean-to?
If you can carry it, you can have it.
See if I can pick you up.
Vanagandir just puts a hand on Grisson's face and shoves him over to demonstrate that he can't.
Oh my.
I am going to. That lead-to is handy. I'm going to take that.
Okay. You break down the lean-to, and yeah, the canopy is definitely big enough to have. In fact, I'll give you a gear bonus for making camp. I'll give it to you that, so you can put that in inventory.
I assume it's a small tent.
It's a bit of a custom thing, but I would say not really a tent, more of a lean-to. So I'm not sure what a tent gives you, but I'm going to give you a +1 bonus as it is. So.
Okay, lean-to is +2.
Okay.
So I assume instead of small tent is room for 2 +2. I assume lean-to is room for 1 +1.
Yeah. For all intent purposes, this is a +1 gear bonus. Let's decide to go buy a tent because it is a bit used and worn. So, but it's a free one.
Okay.
Cool.
So.
I'm going to be the camp grandfather, so cooking your little dinners and making your breakfasts, giving you little tents.
Look around. There's no other signs of anything that stands out. Leaving the end of your destination, which is off in the distance, you can see the new wooden walls. You're very, very close to a forest right now, and so they actually used the wood. They made a wood palisade around the current town. Possibly too much work or effort to rebuild the stone walls, or take just stone work from the ruined parts of Blackwald.
Okay. Keep a nose out for scent of rust.
That is hard given the area we're in. And he just kind of kicks a helmet across the dirt.
That's well rust.
It breaks in half.
Yeah, it would break in half. As you go approach the town of Blackwald, the front gate is currently open, and you see a town guard who is peering out over the distance, and he's watching the area. His eyes come across the group of you, the four of you, as you start approaching the wooden gates that are currently open right now. And usually the bustle of activity you would expect to hear in a town. Now, the size of this town, you expect to be about 200 people. Very, very small. But there's no actual sign of activity in the midst of this kind of morning/afternoon, the late morning. There's no really sounds of the blacksmith, no people hawking their wares, or just town gossip. It's very, very somber as you start approaching. And the town guard, you can see off the distance, he shouts something down to people you can't see at the bottom base of the wall, behind the wall that you can see. And he goes back to looking at you. He has a spear in his hand. He's just kind of resting on it. And as you get close to the gates, as you get to the front of the gates, he doesn't say anything, but you see the people are currently loading a wagon. And there's a mix of emotions on their faces. That being mostly of fear, a bit of panic, and also a mix of subdued anger. They cast eyes at you. They glance. And the moment they see you and they glance at you, they quickly avert their eyes to the ground. They actually avoid eye contact with you. Now, little brief cap of lore and history. With the opening of the Mist within the last 5 years, a lot of places are welcoming to adventurers because, well, they bring in wares. They bring in things to sell. They bring in just livelihood to the towns, really, and they help open up trade because adventurers tend to clear away enemies that might be between the towns or where they're coming from. Some don't quite like them, but the effect you're seeing right now is unusual.
Can I go check out this wagon they're loading? Does it look sus at all, or is it just a wagon?
It seems to be a fairly large wagon, some that might be used for long-distance trade. And it is loaded with various things. You're seeing through a quick observation a mix of furs, lumber, food, even wealth. There's an open chest that is on the wagon. And you see people coming by, and they're dropping coins into the chest. Handfuls of silver and copper. Every now and then you'll see an occasional old gold piece.
So more tribute and trade.
Yes.
Do I see any like iconography of the Rust Brothers on these guys?
On the
Or
people?
in the wagon?
No. On the wagon? No. But what you're looking at, for those of you that might be familiar with Rust Brothers, this does seem to be a possible tribute or an offering to the Rust Brothers.
Okay. Vanagandir is gonna walk up to the people who are like standing around the wagon and ask, "Do you know where the rest?"
No. They're about to say something, and they quickly close their mouths, and they kind of brush away. And once again, they purposely avoid eye contact with all of you.
Can I just grab one of them and pull him back?
He stiffens up incredibly, and he's trembling.
Rust Brothers, where?
Let's go ahead and give me a manipulation.
Manipulation? Alright.
You should have picked up that threatening.
Yeah, I really should
Well,
have.
manipulation. Manipulation I think would not be. I'm looking for like a persuasion, which I think is manipulation.
Manipulation is
Yeah, it is. Yep. So
I wish I had intimidation.
It lets you use strength for manipulation.
Yeah,
for
it would be
as
pretty
threats. But he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
plus
wait,
4.
nope, that's not the thing.
yeah. He shakes his head. You see that he wants to talk. His mouth opens up like he wants to say something, and you see people. So you're looking around. You see people around you are. You see that longing. You see that they want to say something, but they're not. And the man that you're holding on to, maybe have your hand on his shoulder. He is trembling right now.
I take out the metal feather and just hold it up to his face, just to like show him we're on the same side here.
He eyes the feather. You see his eyes widen immediately, and then he shoots a glance to the town guard that's actually on the top. And then he again is about to say something. He goes, "Venra," and he looks back down.
Rust Brothers, where?
From across the grip,
I'm just-
your Christian chest. Damn where the fucking Rust Brothers are.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna try to shut up Gershon for a second and just try to maneuver people on their way. Just like go. This is not for you to see.
Yeah, you can't reach my mouth. You're too high up. Ah.
Oh wait, did he?
I have
did
a
he give us
spear.
location?
I have a cock. Both of them are useful. But either shut me up.
Did he just give us a location? Is that what he did?
The town guard speaks up. That's on the wall. He's now holding the spear in his hand. He's looking down at the group of you from his second level guard tower next to the wall. He goes, "It's best if you just leave. Just stop asking and just go." He sounds defeated.
Just tell us we go. Problem solved.
We can't.
Why do you can't?
We've tried already, and we got punished for it.
Oh, idea. You tell this rock over here, and I'll just stand here. And then you're not telling in person.
I have an alternate idea.
Idea was good.
Your idea was good. And he just like puts a hand on Grisson's head and pats him a couple times on the top of the head. Says, "You have problem, cannot solve problem. We are solver of problem,
Usually stabbing.
if you understand."
Just leave. There's nothing I can tell you. No one here is going to tell you anything.
Point us in a direction then.
The town. He points where he came from.
Okay,
We
Vanagandir
don't give a
just...
shit. His little town wants to pay Rust Brother. That's their fault. Let's go buy some booze.
They killed Crow sister, Raven sister, whatever.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
He's not nice, but
It is a mark of weakness.
you know what is mark of weakness? Turning down drinking. Come on, Fluffy man.
Yeah, Vanagandir just kind of follows Grissom.
Shut up to the What is I'm copying Van Ginder's accent now.
What accent? That implies it's consistent between sentences.
Where's the fucking inn?
It's down the roadway, in the middle of the market.
Jelly.
Just get your food and leave.
Oh, you're very sweet, very sweet.
Great. So I guess we mosey on over to the inn.
Mosey.
It's moseying time.
You go over to the inn that's inside this place. It is known as the Illegal Dog.
The illegal dog.
Van Gander, it's you! You're a dog and you crossed the wall. You're illegal.
There's on the placard on the front that's kind of swinging. There's an image of a dog that has manacles around its paws.
No, see, this dog would never be me. I would not be caught.
It's discrimination.
This is intensely racist.
Sorry, that was a random name I put on my phone. That worked out too well.
I will end the causes of this.
Ryder just kind of grumbles to himself, I really need a drink.
Fuck yeah.
Just walks in, like, while they're having this conversation.
I'll pat the horse neck. It's okay, big horse. I can do that too.
Like, you walk into the inn expecting to see like mounted wolfkin heads on the walls, but there isn't. It's just a standard inn as you walk in. There's actually a large amount of people that are just drinking right now. Much more so than you expect during the morning time or late morning. And again, the atmosphere is not jovial. It is not good inside this place. You can hear some sniffling within this place. And just, it's a very, very downtrodden atmosphere inside this place.
Ryder just kind of blinks a few times and goes, reminds me of home.
That time that Hurst realized that we're not heroes.
Hey man,
Well-
I wanted to hurt the Russ brothers, but no one's willing to tell me where they are.
Right. I mean, I was reading the section on halflings, and so I think I kind of get the idea by this point that things are fucked.
Yup.
So yeah, this reminds me of home.
Hursk,
Yeah.
looking around, is there any table that's like off to the side that everyone's casting sidelong glances at?
No.
Man.
But there's a couple tables still that you're able to find seating if you wish.
All right, yeah. I'd quite like to sit at the bar, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll find the corner and pretend to be Aragorn.
Okay.
Get it? Because one
In
of
comedy,
us
you see three
that's
hobbits.
somebody's name. Get it? It's funny.
You go to the bar and you see the portly human balding on the top. He's got a giant gray beard in front of him. He goes, "What could I get for you?"
Drink and information.
Information is not had around here. And he goes to the back and he gets a glass out and he pours some liquor into it. It seems like a common mead, and he kind of just slides it towards you.
Now then, don't be lying. I know there are things going on in this town that people would prefer didn't.
We prefer to keep our lives. That's as much as I'm going to say.
Yes.
And he goes back down. He goes to leave the bar now to go to where are the rest of you? I believe that Grissom went to look like Aragorn in the corner. What's what is damn it, I don't know guys' names. What's Braun and Ryder doing?
I'm getting a drink
Where?
at the bar.
Okay. What about you, Braun?
Drink at the bar.
Okay, alright, so he just goes down the bar to the rest of you, and same thing, any any questions about what's going on right now is met with again of him just saying, "We've already had too much trouble." And he gives the drinks out.
I've stopped bothering to ask.
I will get a bowl of stew and flag the mail.
I'm just going to try to drink myself into blacking out.
Sounds fun. Can I join?
Totally.
You see a drunk guy go, "Ugh, and he just hurls in between Ryder and Braun. He grabs both his shoulders. He leans heavily on you. He loses lunch. It splatters on the counter. It gets on the both of you. It gets on the front of him. It's a foul smelling stench of this man as he drops all his weight onto the both of you. Almost about to actually knock you both of you off the stools.
I push him.
It was a fucking disgusting.
I'm going to fucking deck him.
He's gonna turn around, about to like deck this guy. He just falls back, eyes rolls up to the top of his head. He just hits the deck, poof, with a loud bang.
Taking shit.
And then he died.
Of alcohol poisoning.
He just hears snoring now.
Cool. Fine, I'm just going to try to clean myself off and just go back to what I was doing.
Ryder,
It's normal. Yes?
as you go back, inside your drink is
Vomit.
no, actually no. There's no vomit. You see the
Shelve?
feather of a raven sister, the metal one.
Hmm.
Fuck?
Oh, hell.
What the hell?
Birds and they're in. What the fuck?
Hey, they're probably like magic crow people.
I'll just eat my soup over.
You see the proprietor goes, "Get Wallace out of here! Take him back to his damn house." You see a couple of people pick up the man who threw up on you and put their hands over your shoulders. He goes, and he just kind of stumbles out with a couple of people holding up on their shoulders as he gets led out to outside the front entrance.
Quick question about the Rust brothers and the Raven sisters.
Yeah.
Are they like segregated? Are the Rust brothers only guys? The Raven sisters only women?
So the name does we'll throw up. Raven Sisters are that's the original name of the people that came out of the lands to the south. Is they call themselves the Raven Sisters. Raven Sisters is made up of pretty much just worshippers of the Raven. It's a mix of male female. It's just the organization called Raven Sisters. The Rust Brothers is the same thing, but the Rust Brothers actually have a female counterpart called what's the name? The Sisters of Heme, I believe, or the Heme Sisters.
Hemi, Heme, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so
H-E-M-E.
so
So the
Rust
brothers
brothers
and
are
sisters
gonna be Rust
aren't segregated. No, that's just what they're called when they originally were made.
Cool, and the Rust brothers do have a separate like female contingent.
Yes, but they're never seen because actually the power of the Brotherhood resides only in males, whereas the Raven Sisters can have both male and female leaders.
Okay, cool. In that case, oh wait, I don't actually know what's going on over there.
And just to make it very, very obvious, this man, the Wallace, was the one that actually dropped the feather into the cup.
Oh yeah, no, that was very clear.
Okay, just want to make sure it's obvious for this. So,
do I hear this commotion?
yeah, I mean, this guy was very, very kind of obnoxious to the group of you.
Can I just go up to him and just kind of hit him a little bit, just for being annoying?
Who?
He's being carried out at the moment.
Yeah. He's just leaving the doors. He's on the shoulders of two of the people. They're dragging him to his house.
Oh, okay. A weak drunk.
That's funny.
So,
Vanagandir goes and joins Grissom in the peanut gallery.
Hey, cousin, we can track you by smell now. No,
So-
no, okay, fine.
But yes, I can smell him. What is?
He puked on it.
You are a strange little thing.
Oh, at the end of my soup.
So, what do you wish to do?
Are we gonna get informed that that dude is very clearly a Raven sister?
That's what I'm trying to give off. Yes, he was very, very much trying to give a message.
Yeah, but we weren't over there. Me and Grissom.
Right, and it's in my drinks.
Yeah, so I mean, Ryder would definitely have noticed it, as well as I would just say make it easy. Braun would notice it also. Braun would have saw it.
Yeah, I definitely saw it.
It's nice soup. I like the soup. Pale shit though.
The mead, it leaves some things to be desired.
It's because they didn't put honey in it. It's just ale. Well, quiet up at the bar, aren't they?
Yes.
Again, the atmosphere is low. See, a couple people are a bit angry as they go to the bar, and you see that he brings a couple coins to get a big handful of just tankards to drink, and then you see him go, I don't have enough, and he slams his hand on the bar, not getting a drink, although he has a coin purse there, and he just leaves, walks out the entrance.
Who left?
It's a patron.
Just
A patron came to the bar to pay. He had a coin purse in his hand to pay, and then said doesn't have enough and walks out.
Vanagandir is gonna walk after him, put a hand on his shoulder, and just hold up the feather and say, "If you can tell me about this, I will pay for a drink."
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Sure.
Yeah, Vanagandir walks him over to the bar and just sits him down, buys him a drink. So how much money do I need to take off for that? For my drink and his?
A flag in the veil is 2 copper.
4 copper.
And it's...
Paid 180 first.
Okay, and it's 10 for each currency? Right?
Yeah.
D&D style, 10 copper to a silver. Cool.
I think, let's go with it, yes. As this happens, I want everyone except for Vanagandir to go ahead and roll me a scouting roll.
Oh boy.
They're gonna get shoved.
Fuck, that's wits.
Yo, shiv me, please. Give me an excuse to end this. Man.
Braun, that was very much the wrong dice.
Yeah. So,
The black ones are the gear
Misty.
dice.
That was a dangerous push, that Ryder. That could have knocked you out.
Alright, there we go. Braun, both you and Gristin, as Vanagandir flashes the feather, you see a couple individuals look at it longer than necessary, and as Vanagandir is bringing the guy back, they leave quickly the inn.
Oh, I was just trying to quickly be like just to him, just like as he's like right towards the door, just like, hey, buddy. Would they still have seen it?
Yes, just because I'm not gonna retcon. So yes, they saw it. They're watching it.
They're
Yeah.
watching intently.
I assumed you flashed it publicly to him. Like, oh god, wolf boy.
Oh no, I meant to flash it real low key, but they could have just been watching.
Yeah,
real close.
they're watching closely. They saw the signs of the feather, so they quickly left this place.
You're a pretty big presence.
Yeah, Vanagandir is also
Yeah, you're the only wolfkin in this place.
also
Yeah.
hiding is for the weak.
Yes.
It is a mark of the strong to not care about whether others see.
I'm going to hurry up and eat my.
You should be careful
down
what you
my
say.
ale and go slap him on the back of the head.
Good luck reaching the back of my head.
I have a magnificent movability.
But in the meantime, Vanagandir just takes the guy to the bar, buys him a drink, and so, do you know anything about the Rust Brothers in town?
You shouldn't have shown. And as he's about to mention this, you hear a loud bang, as if someone kicked open the door to the inn.
It's fast.
Yes, it was fast. And you see a couple of individuals come walking in, and they have on them almost like red robes that are adorned with flakes of rust, metallic objects that are rusting over. They got a mask over their face that's also mixed. It seems like a rusted mask they're wearing. Very, very obvious red robes who these individuals are. They are the Death Rust Brothers.
Okay.
As they come in, and they go, "Hey, dog, what do you think you're doing?"
Vanagandir immediately stands up, draws his sword and his knife, and just laughs at them.
Did we walk in with weapons? That's my thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you think we disarmed?
Yeah, I didn't make a note of that being like a Hellfrost. Yes, you would hear.
Okay. I mean, so I just walked in with a spear bigger than me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are the weaklings revealed.
You saw what happened last time. If I wish to keep your village peaceful, everyone here, take this man and take him down. And you see the entire place now kind of look up at you. About 20 individuals.
As they say that, Vanagandir just grins at them and says, "If you wish to keep your life, sit down."
So
The man looks very, very confident. And you can hear the murmur over the group of people. Now, I would just say, 20 people here are going to kill you. The amount of people here, because of the way the system is and the way that it is, these people will overrun you. That is without a doubt if a fight breaks out.
Right.
So yeah, I'm basically trying to make the crowd more worried about their lives than they are about possible future repercussions.
Okay, so then what? So how? Sorry, I'm interrupting you so much, Ryder. What do you want to do, Ryder?
I was trying to say, are they looking specifically at Vondegear?
I would imagine so. With my weapons out.
The townfolk.
I mean everybody, just anybody or everybody.
Yes. The Rust Brothers, there's three of them. They're looking at Vanagan, and the entire group of people, all the tavern people inside, are looking at the group of you, but mostly at Vanagan because he doesn't have his damn weapon out drawn right now.
I'm also separated from the rest of the group.
I'm hiding in the back.
Yeah,
Right.
and there's no indication that they're with me. So
And-
right now, I'm the only one with eyes on.
And are these guys blocking the doorway?
But you also stand out the most because no one here looks like the type that would go adventuring across the damn landscape. And so because of that, you all stand out because of your weapons. So spirit-clad Rider stands out. The goblin with the bow kind of stands out in the back. They would have noticed you.
I mean, I'm a halfling. This is kind of my deal. I go to a bar and I drink away all my fucking troubles until I black out.
Yeah, but
That's
the
kind
make
of
of the people. There's no natural, I would say, adventurers within side Blackwall. So you just stand out just the way you present yourself. Just your presence stands out. Now they might not think you're together, but I'm just saying you stand out. Right. Now, yes, they all are looking at you, Vanagan. The one that probably blend in the most will probably be Braun.
Are they?
Can I shoot
Ryder.
the guy in the throat?
Are they blocking the door? Because I'm asking this because what I want to do is I wanted to try to sneak past them to get back out to my horse.
Yes, they're very much blocking the door.
Okay.
And you just see the people are now their hands are going to the workman tools, that being knives, hatchets at their belts. Now for you, Vanagan, go ahead and give me manipulation or.
Okay.
Actually, no. Don't go manipulation. You want to go. How do you want to present your kind of what you want to do here? You did say something. Do you want to do threatening, or do you want to do kind of manipulation wise?
Vanagandir is standing up front of the room, weapons out, like covered in dried blood, giant, like a big, tall, broad-shouldered wolf man, and he is just essentially telling them all that you can either keep your seats or die.
You should have picked up threatening.
I really should have picked up threatening, but melee charge is great.
I'll let you do manipulation with strength.
Are you sure? Because that's a whole talent.
Do you have the talent?
No.
I don't have the talent. That is the problem. So if I'm rolling manipulate, I'm still using empathy. but I
Well,
can just push.
I'll say use manipulation with strength. I'm giving it to you.
Okay.
I'm making a GM call.
I'll pick up the talent as soon as possible. Bop. Hey.
All right, that's all you needed. You see that the place is divided, in that you could just see their faces. These people have gone through some kind of ordeal because of the Rush brothers, and they believe that they're just having to accept what the Rush brothers are saying. You kind of standing up and being probably maybe the first people they've encountered that actually might stand up to the Rush brothers. They have an ultimatum: either kill you or suffer whatever has been happening to this town by the Rush brothers. Your speech kind of invigorated them, and they stand up as a group. And for the briefest moment, you're not sure if they're going to rush you. Some look like they're definitely going to rush you. You can't see, but you can pretty much feel the Rush brothers smiling behind his mask that they're about to be murdered, or you're about to be murdered by the people that's under their control. And immediately, the people just kind of break out and rush. In fact, it happens everything. Some rush you, some rush your companions, some rush the Rush brothers. A big-ass brawl really breaks out inside this place because of this just happening.
Fantastic. I am killing anyone who comes at me.
I'm going to try to avoid killing townspeople, but...
No survivors.
I mean, actually, how many drinks have I had by this point in the time that we've been in here?
We haven't been here very long.
Yeah, we pretty much walked in and then immediately got in trouble.
Yeah.
Right,
I don't
that's
think
why
we
I'm
had a
asking.
drink.
I'll tell you what. We'll make this very, very easy. Go ahead and give me a endurance roll.
just to deal with the fight.
Yeah.
All right.
To deal with the fight? Okay.
Give me an endurance roll with 2 gear advantage.
Okay.
So 2 extra black dice.
Could I have gotten off my shot at the lead Rush brother?
I want to go into initiative just to make this relevant for bronze, so no.
Oh, it doesn't count as an ambush? 'Cause
No,
it's getting all
no.
Back here.
Endurance is 2.
Okay.
Attribute is...
Yeah, you're fine. Well, Vanagon's fine.
There's like townsfolk coming at him, and he's just smiting them left. and
Rudder,
right.
on the other hand... Oh, yeah, right, Rudder's good also.
I'm good.
So it was
I'm
strength
hiding in
of
back.
gear.
Do I have to get involved in all this?
No,
I was
you
about
can sit back if you want to.
I want to shoot the Rush brother. I don't really want to get involved with all the beating. That's
No.
Okay. You did purposely say yourself in the corner. I'll probably give you an advantage to the attack roll. But I want to give you a straight just attack first, so...
Would it have been more if in the fact that I'm trying to avoid townspeople because I'm willing to push?
There's no reason to push.
Wait, you succeeded already, Ryder. Yeah, 1 success.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if, because that was my goal, was to purposely avoid killing killing townspeople and such.
You only need 1 success. So as
Yeah.
soon as you get 1, you're good.
Well, this endurance roll is just to see if you're affected by the drink, because he did bring it up. So, yeah, you two are fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what this is for. That's what the endurance roll is for. It's just for...
okay.
Because you brought the drink, so I'm going to say, well, see if maybe they drugged your drink. Who knows? So...
It's a gear
I
bonus
thought-
to the ale.
I thought this was.
I thought this was for the fight as well.
Yeah, I thought this was like.
Well, it's relevant to the fight, I'll say that. Alright, we find...
it fight time?
It is fight time.
Yeah.
So...
Let me go pee first.
You know, I'm going to pee also.
Ah, glorious.
I'm not going to.
Ha!
Well,
Neither am
fine.
I.
Don't go pee.
Okay.
But I won't. I'm very excited. I will finally get to end the week. This was the goal. From the moment I made the character. It's always ready.
To murder a tavern of villagers?
Oh, of course. Are you kidding me? I was ready for this from day one.
Again, I don't play evil campaigns.
I mean, we're not good guys, though.
Yeah, like I wasn't.
Don't
Just
need to be
gonna go out-
good, but I don't run evil campaigns. Murder a village, murder a village is like evil territory.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
What if
I
there's
wasn't
shitty
go out of
villagers,
my
though?
way to just massacre villagers, but they're coming at me. They're dying. Like,
Yeah,
it's that simple.
we'll see how it plays out.
You don't come at me with a weapon and live to tell the tale.
Dude, it's just a butter knife, man. What can a butter knife do?
Rules.
All right.
A weapon is a weapon. Butter knife causes infection. You bleed out, you die.
I believe I had. Where's that?
Definitely not heroes.
What's up?
Can I kinda hide a place? Yeah, at the beginning.
I did say you would probably blend in the most, so I'll probably give it to you.
Because I'm kinda oriented around stealth.
Weren't you on the bar though?
Whoop.
Yeah, but as
Yeah.
soon as the guy came up and puked, I kinda stepped away a little.
I didn't mean to pull that back into the chat window. Oops.
That's fine. I just did help clear chat. I'm gonna get a real quick battle map. We need a tavern.
As a note, I forgot. I picked up Chef if I kept playing this character for the one shot. I picked up Lightning Fast. So I don't know how that works with your thing, but essentially I draw 2 cards and pick what I want.
Okay, work on it. You know what? I'm just gonna do this quick and easy peasy. We're gonna draw on the map. So
I
we'll
also
head-
technically have an ability that can let me do that, but I'm not going to spend the willpower for it.
Mine's free.
Ooh.
On Path of the Night, I can spend a willpower to draw an extra initiative card, each initiative draw, and choose the best one.
Let's grab a real quick tavern battle map from Google.
Talent can be combined with Lightning Fast, letting you draw 3 initiative cards. Wow. But yeah, unfortunate to not have my horse.
Let's work. All right.
Why? How would you use the horse inside the tavern?
I know, I'm just saying it's unfortunate. I know it's unrealistic.
I wanted to explain that anyway.
Campaigns, Forbidden
Well-
Lands, images.
It does still mean that I still don't get to use 2 of my talents.
No, I want to explain how you would use the horse inside the room.
You don't!
Absolutely. That would go so
Do it.
badly.
I
Do
mean,
it.
yeah. It would,
Do it. Do it.
I mean,
We would lose a halfling, a horse, and several villagers.
Whoa, you guys are
Yeah, I
hitting.
was-
Overall,
I was gonna say
overall, positive effect. Please do it.
I was just saying, like, the gist of it would essentially be that, oh my. The gist of it would essentially be, like, trashing the whole place, like, just kicking up tables and shit, so.
There's
I mean, if you want to call your horse in here, it'll probably come in here if you want to call it. So
space, is there?
There's not what?
There's not enough space, is there? I wouldn't imagine using a horse in here would be particularly
it'll
effective.
probably fit in here, but it's gonna make a big damn mess.
It would make a huge mess. But, I mean, we're already gonna be making quite a mess, aren't we? Because, you know.
By the way, that's my fighting face.
Oh, I'm here.
Great.
Let's fight. Ah.
That is a good fighting face.
I think we're already gonna be making quite a mess.
Oh, did you put me here just so that I could have all 3 Rust brothers all to myself? Because that was very nice of you.
I mean,
It was very kind of you, Hursk.
here's my question.
This is my favorite gift you've ever given me.
I figure I might call my horse in here just to come kick these guys out of the doorway.
Make it come
I
galloping.
mean, your horse is
Yes.
probably tied up outside, right?
I mean, would it have to be tied up? I don't.
Your son said he knew it.
I figure you tie your horse up outside. Otherwise, you gotta worry
No,
about
no.
your horse walking away.
Ryder just went right
You would
in
get-
and your son tied up the
You would,
horse.
you would have a horse that walked away if your horse wasn't well trained. This is a war horse that's been trained.
I mean, yes, and war horses that are trained still get tied up.
Yes.
You just tied up.
Yeah.
It's still a horse.
Horses
Would you
are
call me?
crazy.
I mean, dude, like, have you seen... I mean, even just looking at, like, dogs and stuff and you train them, they'll friggin' sit
Yeah,
there
but
all
that's a
day.
That's a dog.
Horses are just
Horses are much. No, not at all. Horses are much worse at being trained.
Okay, so here
We
is.
essentially bred dogs to be trainable. Horses are. You can train horses to have people sit on them,
And they
but they're
help.
still horses and they're still prey animals.
All right. So, those of you that can pull 2 cards, do it now if you can. So wait, everyone except for like ones I think believe Gristin. I guess Ryder's not gonna do it right now. So Gristin, if you're gonna do it, pull 2 cards. Remember, high is better to here. I'm reversing it. So high is good, low is bad. So you're probably gonna use a 7, right, Gristin?
Yes. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 being the
Yes,
highest.
I'll take
So,
7.
all right. So I'm gonna unlock 5 again. All right. Is anyone else gonna pull 2 cards, or are we gonna go straight into initiative?
I'm going to initiative.
I'm kind of confused.
I'm
Alright.
not going to spend the willpower.
All right. So the window popped up. I don't want to say Jag. Aragorn, just click on the roll button that's on the window that popped up.
We all do.
Okay, you are definitely last.
Oh my. No, you want to talk about last?
Vanagan, what are you
he's-
pulling?
he's-
Oh, Vanagan rolled a 6. All right.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
mine-
he rolled a 6. All right.
I thought we were all rolling at the same time. I
They
didn't
made
hear
in the end are
the
stabbed
joke.
with-
All right, and then I'm gonna roll for the tavern people, and then the Rust Brothers, the 3 Rust Brothers.
Wimps.
Does my horse work on my initiative, or does it have a different card when it's separate from me?
I am actually
find out.
not sure. If I look up real quick, I'll probably just have it go after you.
Mine?
Jericho can look this up.
All right, Joe, look up why I said stuff. All right,
Well,
so
you
tavern
want to-
folk are going to roll a 4, and then the Rust Brothers are going to roll a 5.
Yes, I go before both of them.
Then we'll put the horsey.
Let's see here. Horse number 1. It is a. Oh, the horse can't fight.
It can't,
Oh,
even
well,
though
there
it has
you go.
attack. It has attacks.
I can't fight until you have that ability that lets it fight.
But we're just it's a one shot. I'm gonna go a little bit fluffy with the rules just to have some interesting fun stuff happen. But yes, typically you have to actually have the full on tier 3 to fight with the horse.
But also the horse is tied up outside.
It's got 6 strength and it's a rope.
We're gonna go with having fun right now. So like I said, if we actually play this, we'll go a little more official. But right now, I'm not too worried about it.
Mm.
So we'll give the horsey a 9.
So-
Your horse is preparing for battle.
I mean, this horse has almost twice the strength that I have, and this is we're talking about like a regular fucking rope here.
Right.
Yes. I want to have fun.
Now,
with
your horse
Let's
is
have
more
more
trained,
fun.
though, so your horse ain't can do nothing until you call for it. So, unfortunately, it did go ahead of you. So, Gristin, it's on you.
yeah.
All right. Now, to make this easy for the zones, we do have to do the zones a little bit better this time. All right. So,
Should you be inside one of those 2 rooms to the top left, top right?
No.
Did you say you were kind of in like one, like
He said he was
secluded
in the
area?
back, but
I was in the
Oh,
back corner,
okay,
but
okay.
I'm not going to lose vision of the front door. Especially since
Okay.
there's no back door that I can see.
all right. So, this is one zone. So you see how movement works. This is another zone.
that's a big zone.
Yeah.
That is a big zone.
Just roughly see the zone sizes. So we got 2 zones in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess last time we were fighting, we were in a much bigger area.
Yeah. Well, the range between these zones are going to be short. So this whole thing right here is short range.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, it is.
Grissin is about to have a very good time.
Are they wearing
Or a
armor?
very bad time.
Right. Gristin, they're wearing robes. You can't tell underneath the robes if they're wearing armor or not. But it does look like they're not wearing armor.
Oh, okay. This is going to be a lot of dice. Oops,
Oh,
I fucked
I need to get my damn notepad out. I use for this game.
So,
And Jake, I'll explain to you how things work when it gets to your turn.
Jake is dead.
Or, son of a bitch. You know what I mean. Aragorn, I'll explain
Oh
to
my
you.
god.
I give up.
I'm gonna change my name on here just to make it easier.
Yeah, I changed my name.
Yeah, I'm still using freaking Jack. It's I'm used to.
For my place atop some flour containers, kind of pop up, size up the lead one, draw back, and take a shot. Here's some fucking dice for you, boyo.
Kill him.
Whoa!
Wow!
Whoa.
That's a
That's
lot
Just
of dice.
one.
Also, you shouldn't have rolled all those gear dice. You
Oh,
melon.
sorry. I didn't. I moved my ability dice.
Oh, that's weird.
So I think you
Yeah,
guys messed up.
that should not be. I mean, you need to fix that, whatever it is. But you did have one, so you have 2 successes actually.
No, I manually dragged them out from ability. You can actually see the fonts are different, so something messed up.
Reset it in the meantime on.
Yeah, because my actually work. So I think something got probably there's probably a bug, I guess, in there.
So
Might be with how many dice you roll, Jesus.
2 damage.
But I'm saying if you do the push command is probably not gonna actually go do the push command real quick. I'm not gonna register it, but just do it. So I want to see how it works down here. Yeah, it didn't roll any of the black dice, so we have to fix whatever happened on your side. But ultimately, you did get 2 successes, so you did do. How much damage did you do?
So 2, and he's not wearing armor.
No, they're not.
2.
Then 2.
2 damage. All right, to the rest of
I'll
brothers.
move a little further back and use my fast action to. I don't know. I think I'm good. There's a lot of dice. I didn't roll as well as I wanted to.
Yeah, it was kind of a bit low. All right, so you see an arrow just fly across the room, and it strikes one of the Rust brothers in the side shoulder. It just sticks out, withering. And for the first time, you hear the guy go, "Ah!"
Fucking bullseye.
go past the turn there, Grissom.
That is one hell of a sound. Oh, do I need to keep the initiative tracker open? I do. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah,
All right, I did. Vanagan is on you.
Yeah, Vanagandir is gonna just blitz these Rust brothers. Well, actually, are the...
No, you are in short range, but you do need to use a movement to get into arm's reach.
That is fine, because I have melee charge.
Go for it.
So, actually, but quick question. The townspeople, are any of them coming at me
Yes.
right now?
There are some, yes.
How many?
Makes it easy, I'm going to say 2.
2 of them?
Yeah.
Is it these 2?
There's 2, yeah, actually...
Too close to me?
To make it easy, I'm gonna move this actually this way. And I'll leave it this way. Yeah, there's gonna be 2 going after Grissom, and there's 2 going after, especially now, and there's gonna be 2 going after you.
Alright.
Cool.
Vanagandir is just gonna rush the Rust brothers anyway.
They are going after me as well.
They are now once it gets to their turn because they saw you
in
just
that case-
launch an arrow.
In that case, I have a lot of movement. Can I use that to like clamber on top of on top of one of these areas up here?
Give me a move roll.
So I have a double move. I can always use.
Let's see if you can yourself into a bit of unusual cover. You like jump,
Crawl
you scramble to like a
deep
chandelier. Yeah, give me a move roll.
Okay. I technically have a grappling hook, which gives me +2.
Yeah, but I'll use that in the middle of battle. Yeah, you run up the wall real quick and jump onto a chandelier. You're like hanging from a chandelier now. You quickly kick out all the flame from the candles. You're hanging. You're swinging back and forth on the chandelier now.
Oh fuck! I'm Batman. Got the shoes on you.
No, I think that's actually Jack Sparrow.
All right, Vanagan, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just blitzing one of the uninjured Rust brothers because I know one of them got shot by an
I got the one in the middle, the lead.
okay. Yeah, Vanagandir is going to run up to this one and eat him. So because I have melee charge, when I make a move action to get into close, I can just make a melee attack
Go for it.
for free. So I'm going to do that now.
Which means you get 2 attacks essentially.
Yep.
Oh, you actually and you're ambidextrous.
The ambidexterity just gives you the ability to attack with your offhand as a fast action.
Oh, okay. Which means you can't dodge or deflect.
I have defender though.
You have a free deflect, yep.
Yeah.
That's real good. It's a lot of dice.
That's
you should
that's a hit.
With only 1 hit. Yeah, you're gonna take it.
All right. He takes. Let's see, damage is fixed, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He should take 2 damage then. I'm hitting him with the broadsword.
Okay.
Yep, 2 damage.
Right.
He's not going to try to parry it?
No.
Okay. Yep. I shank him once. Pull back with the
Yeah.
broadsword.
What you get at this town, there's really no fighters in this town, and so the Rust Brothers have pretty much had an easy time.
Mhm.
And so they actually weren't expecting. They're expecting the townspeople to literally overrun you, and so yeah, they're kind of caught unaware.
Second attack against the same Rust Brother. He's still standing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's bleeding.
Second attack.
He's also
Second
going.
attack against-
Ah!
Yeah, I stabbed him right through the side. I'm gonna pull back. See? Yep, that's another hit. Another 2 damage. Is he still standing?
Nope, he falls to the ground.
I forget. I
Blah.
don't actually know how this game works. When people run out of attribute, do they die or do they just fall?
I think you inflict a critical now.
When it comes to NPCs, typically they just die, unless you want me to try to keep them alive.
Alright. No, not at all. I want this man dead.
Yeah, so he's definitely dead.
Vanagandir just runs up to him, snarling, runs him through, pulls back, stabs him through the neck, and dumps him on the floor.
All right.
The whole time. And, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Now we come to the Rust Brothers. They go after you.
Hell yeah. Come
All right.
at-
They pull daggers from their
Daggers.
their daggers. Let me see something real
You are
quick.
weak.
Grisman may be slightly different from Sebastian.
Oh, but just a little bit. I like him more.
Ooh.
Oh, you're gonna try to kill me now.
Ooh.
I mean, he is down 1 strength, which might help.
Yeah, that'll help. Seems like
2
they
strength.
have
I thought it
3
was 2.
strength.
Well, they have 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, that's true. Could be 3. Could be 3. Could be 3. Could be 4.
All right, let's see. First time this happened. I didn't realize you guys can do this until right now, which is kind of fun. All right, let's see. So we have.
What are they doing? I'm frightened now.
How do I cast spells?
Ooh. You got magic.
All right.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Sorry. Hey, he's cast a spell. He's doing a very, very, very long incantation. I didn't realize you guys can cast spells. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm still going to look
Oh dear. I didn't realize that either.
They're wearing robes, they're not wearing armor. That implies to me caster.
I'm wearing robes and I'm not wearing armor.
Dungeons and Dragons, but
Well,
this
okay,
is a low
you're
magic
right.
setting.
Okay, so you see this man does a spell, and you see this black energy form around his hands as he, and this automatically succeeds, so it just happens, as he goes and he grabs your shoulder, and immediately you feel this intense cold flow through your body. And you take 1 point of strength and wits damage.
Wow. Ouch.
Oh.
Straight up.
Yeah, straight up.
Wow.
They auto succeed and auto hit.
Yeah.
What the
That-
fuck?
Pretty shitty.
1 strength, 1 wits, you said?
Yeah, both wits and strength.
Damn. You don't get willpower for taking damage. You only get willpower for pushing and
Yes.
hitting skulls, right?
For pushing,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vanagandir like coughs a couple times and then just goes back to laughing at them and insulting their entire lineage.
Here's my question. I can prevent crosses, but I can't prevent that kind of damage, can I, with my willpower ability? I could spend willpower to get rid of 1 success, but they're not
No.
rolling.
Yeah. If they don't have to roll, then
Damn.
you can't negate the successes. No.
That's fucking scary. Because that's
Yeah.
the only way that I'm tanky.
Ooh, I actually like this. Okay, so this is the GM thing that makes it fun. So the other one also comes up to you,
Oh no.
and he does a spell also, but this spell is Actually, it's long range. He can actually from over here. He's still over here. And you see, instead of this darkened energy around his hands, you see red kind of liquid blood form around his hands. And he looks at you, Vanagon, and he snaps his fingers, and the blood dissipates. And immediately you are overcome with the strongest amount of fear you've ever felt.
Oh.
And it says, you have to give into these extreme emotions some way. So we need to decide how it happens, but you are feared beyond belief. So whatever you have the most fear of happens to you right now.
Commitment.
So we'll do something because it's your turn, but yeah, you just got filled with an intense amount of fear. All right, now the tavern folk. The ones that are down here comes up to the bottom of the chandelier, and he's gonna throw his damn knife at Grissom.
Fuck off.
Alright, so we're gonna use agility. We'll give him standard is gonna be 3 with marksman of 1. So we'll get 4 dice. Alright, so we'll do this. Actually, no, they're not. I'm gonna give him a gear dice, but that's it. I'm not gonna give him any skill dice. Alright, here they go. Alright, so it clings against one of the arms of the chandelier and it just bounces off. The other guy he goes to the wall where the chandelier is currently roped to like the peg on the wall. He starts hacking it. It's not breaking me up, but he's starting to hack the rope with his knife to drop you out of the ceiling.
I'll shoot you next.
Alright, now the ones here, because Ryder and Braun have not gone yet, so they're not going to go after you. So, actually, no, one's going to go after, there's only one in this room. So, yeah, one goes after Ryder. No, he's next to Vanagon. He's going after Vanagon. It makes sense.
So,
Alright.
We have guys helping us.
Has a lot of people. And yeah, weren't there people helping us?
Yeah, I'll get to him. I'm going to the bad guys first. So, the bad guys are going against Vanagon. It's one of the townsfolk. It'll be the same thing. We're going to give him a bit of dice.
Let's go.
Give him 1 skill. Give him 1 gear.
He's gonna try to shiv me.
Oh!
Alright.
Oh, he does.
Whoa.
Alright, so you take,
I'm using my parry.
Okay.
And then 2 gear dice. Wasn't enough.
Alright.
I'll push it.
That was a bad idea.
That was a terrible idea.
Took so much more damage than you would have otherwise.
I really did. I'm nearly on the floor.
I think you took as much damage as you would have taken. Actually, yeah.
No, I
know
took
you
You took more. He would have taken
Oh,
1.
yeah.
You just took 2.
Alright, so just to get off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember. So I know the dagger does 1 damage. Is it 1 damage and then each additional sword? Or is it 1 damage for the initial 1 and then an extra 1? So.
It's 1 and an extra additional success is no 1.
Alright, so he did 3 damage. He did 2 damage
No,
then.
he did. No, he didn't because I parried.
Well, I'm going to say he didn't parry. He would do 2 damage.
Right.
1 damage for the initial cross swords and then 1 extra 1 for the
Yeah,
second sword.
If I had successfully parried.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I might get that top of my head. Okay, so you did parry.
I did parry. I get dealt 2 strength damage because I pushed and failed.
But you gain 2 willpower.
Willpower.
Yeah.
I do get 2 willpower. To 2 or 3?
Should be 3 because I think didn't you also take damage?
Did I use a willpower? Did I use a willpower point earlier for hunting instincts, Hursk?
No.
Like each
Yeah,
of us
all 4 of
were
you. Yeah, all 4 of you. Yeah.
1 success.
2 success.
3.
Oh, spice means.
Yep. Braun, and then, yep. All right.
look at those.
Damn. All right. All right. So I was going to use each one to negate one of the guys, so y'all succeeded. That's pretty damn good. So after this, the townsfolk are actually going to hold back their family, their friends, and let y'all do your thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So the one that was currently hacking, he gets pulled back. He's like, "Boy, let me go! I don't want to lose to the Rust Brothers." He's kind of freaking out. All right, Ryder, it's on you.
So,
God, frightened.
I'm not frightened.
Who's frightened? Is Braun?
Me.
No, Vanagon is the biggest fear of his life is currently going on right now.
So,
I still don't understand what that means, but we'll
What
figure
type
this out
of-
in my turn.
what type of action is it to whistle for my horse?
I'll get a fast action.
Okay. And I get 1 action and 1 fast action a turn? That's how that works?
Yes, or you get 2 fast and no slows.
So
1 fast,
I'll
1
just
slow.
I'll just move up and try to attack this guy.
Alright, but it's not going to be calling your horse then. If you
I
want
thought
to call your horse, it's going to be a fast action.
Well, what is moving a fast
Moving's
action?
fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
So I'll let you bring in a horse, and then you can move, or you move and attack.
Yeah. You can eat your slow
So
action.
if you want to bring in the horse shenanigans, I'll let you, but it's going to require a fast action.
I can use a short bow.
You'd have to take it out, though. This is a fast action.
You could also just
You had
move.
Steph.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you have to ready
You're
an
in the
arrow,
same zone.
and then you have to shoot.
So I'll let you move and attack, or you can move and call your horse in to see what happens, because that might be kind of interesting to see how a horse does inside this place.
Well, I'm not even gonna move then, because what I was gonna do, I'll whistle for the horse, and what I was gonna do is that the door is gonna slam open on this guy. Like, so I don't want to be standing there when the door swings open, essentially.
Fantastic.
So that's a flavored for a kick, essentially, because the horse has attacks. So, so he just lets out this like loud whistle, in a series, and the door just suddenly
Yeah.
swings.
It's a war horse. You hear the reins. You have like quick release reins on your horse. And so it just snaps. And you just hear the galloping horse come in. And we'll get to him on his turn.
Yep, which is right after mine, I
Yeah.
believe.
Well, it's after Braun.
Oh, Braun went after me? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Braun rolled a 2.
Oof. I thought I rolled a 1. Wow.
You rolled a 1, but you have to look at the card, not the actual number that's rolled.
Okay.
Alright, so do you wish to stay there, or what do you wish to do?
Yeah, I'm staying there, because the
Okay.
door's gonna... I know what's gonna happen. The door's gonna
Yeah.
slam open on
Yeah,
that guy.
you can hear your horse galloping right now. You hear it clanking on the cobblestone. All right, okay, so Braun. So for combat, you have a fast action and a slow action, or you substitute a slow action for a fast. So you have 2 fast actions. So now, what you can do?
Also,
Yeah, Jared would just post it.
reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look the reference.
It's
So-
a really nice sheet.
Yeah. So for you, you're definitely going to want to use fast action to move and engage. Now you're already short, so all you got to do is use an action to get within range, and then another action to start stabbing people. But I do believe your talents let you attack more, so if I'm correct. Because you have the knife fighter. Yeah, so you can stab as fast action.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just wondering
so okay, so you can stab twice if you're not moving. So in this case, you can move and then stab. I'll let you do that.
So could I sneak up on that guy there and use my stealth to stealth
I
him?
think we're past stealth. at this
Yeah,
point.
it's stuff ain't happening right now, man. We're in the middle of a bar brawl.
Yeah, but I'm
No,
blaming.
no,
Stab
no.
him.
This isn't like D&D sneak attack. So no, you have to do like be actual stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right. And I guess I'm gonna move up to that guy and stab him in the face repeatedly.
okay. So what you want to do is actually I have on your character sheet because I don't think you've taken any damage yet. So on your character sheet under the main, you'll have your fresh attack roll. For the dagger attack, go ahead and click on that. This will be your roll without any damage.
Oof.
All right. So now you probably want to push. So here's what's going to happen.
Oh, real quick. He
Yeah.
does have Knife Fighter, which gives him +1 skill on this.
Oh, roll a skill dice real quick there, Ron.
One skill.
Yep.
Yep. Just 1 skill die.
Okay.
Unfortunate. So
Alright.
you could push, but
I
you
did
could
actually
one
script the push.
zero instead.
So here's what's happened, Braun. Now, a lot of abilities require willpower to use. So remember, how you get willpower is by having like a city which you can build, or you push your character. So when you push, you're going to reroll all the dice that are at 2, 3, 4, or 5. And then those that come up with a 6 is a success, but any that come up with 1 plus the previous ones, were the skulls, or were to cause you 1 damage to that attribute. Now, there's no 1s on the skill dice, so the skill dice are fine. But you already have 1 damage from your attribute dice. So if you push, you're automatically right now going to take 1 damage to your agility, or sorry, to your strength.
Of note, if you roll a 1, that black dice, it breaks your dagger.
Yes. So there's a push mechanic. It's called pushing. So it's a risk reward. So either you miss right now, or you push your chances to succeed. with potential consequences.
Yeah, but if I use the push now, it will push the 4.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have you build a dice pool of 3 white, 3 red, and 1 black.
If you push.
If you push.
Because you will
Since
take damage if you do so.
Since I'm new, what do the other guys say?
I would suggest probably not. 4, 5, 6.
I mean, I would say go for it. You're Jeg.
Yeah, but-
I go on. You're fucking not Jeg. You're Aragorn. I say do it.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
but
what.
Anime.
If your dagger breaks, I won't break a dagger just because I want you to experience this rule set.
The only
So-
reason that I would do it is because of the fact that I have a lot of good benefits. I get tankier as I have willpower.
I'd say push, you'll eat the 1 hit, but we kind of need this fight to go well, and there's only 2 Rust Brothers left, and they hit like runaway ice cream vans. So if you can do anything to help out here, that would be beautiful. And if you
Okay,
can't, I will eat you.
Okay.
You'll eat everyone.
That's the goal.
So
Yes.
that's
So if you do, so it's
one-
3 white, 3 red, 1 black.
Yeah. In future, you'll just roll them all together, so you'll add that extra skill to the dice pool, and you can just hit the push at the bottom. But
So that's 6 die in total,
7.
right?
3
yeah,
white,
because you should have 3
1
white,
black.
3 red.
Yeah,
and
so
1
3
black.
white, 3 red, and 1 black.
That should be correct.
Damn.
Oh,
Man, that's some bad luck.
Yeah,
Alright, that is 2 damage though to your strength.
So your strength goes down by 2.
You roll,
Temporary.
maybe you roll your ankle as you try and go for him.
Ouch.
But you did gain 2
Nice.
willpower, so
I blame you, Barris.
Hey man,
you can blame me. I did kind of press it to you.
feel
Alright.
free to blame me after I eat you.
I
Two or
I
something.
just stab you in the inside.
Alright, so you hear, and then, but yeah, the door just burst open, and you just see this war horse just barging through the door. The doors fall off its hinges and go across the room with the force of this horse. I'm gonna make both of us brothers that are here make a move roll, or they're gonna get thrown to the ground.
The force of this horse.
Horse.
I just
Horse
want
horse.
Either way,
All aboard Horse
I was
Force 1.
specifically aiming for basically a kick on this guy with the door.
Okay, I'll still give it to the horse, but I'm gonna see if they get blown back by the force of the horse force.
Since the horse can actually fight, that's all it's going to do. Is it's just going to bust in and be annoying as hell.
Oh, I think it's gonna attack because it can. So
Wait.
Do I make that roll now, or are you making a roll?
I'm gonna do it for myself. I'm gonna see how I do because I know by rules it probably shouldn't, but it is by itself. You're not actually using it, so I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll see. But just for the one shot, I just want to have more fun with it. So
Yeah. I just really wanted a horse to bust in and kick somebody in the face with the door.
okay, so this guy does succeed. That's on the left. So I'll roll for the other guy right now. Okay, yeah. So the door actually flies off his hinges and hits him right in the face. He just falls over into the ground with heavy heap, and then your horse is there, and
Yeah. Gonna kick that guy on the left there that actually did live.
sure, yeah.
Woo!
All right, yeah. Your horse just rears up and just strikes the guy with its 2 front hooves.
Mm-hmm. That's all I can do.
Okay, these people are a bit hurt. There's 2 of them. Actually, this guy's dead. I'm probably gonna move him actually out the damn thing. All right, it goes to Grissom.
You should maybe shoot the guy that's trying to cut the rope.
No, he's not cutting no more.
He's not.
Oh, he's
He's
giving
held
up?
back.
Yeah, because y'all rolled a
Okay.
success to pull the people
so
back.
that's everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I will fast action take aim and shoot the one that's trying to molest Venegandir.
Okay.
Who's up first, Vanagander or the Rust brother?
It'll be Venegan then the Rust Brothers.
I would maybe advise shooting that guy instead, because he's closer, so
I
you
can't
don't
shoot him.
have
It's
to
the
use the
fucking
move.
horse in the way.
Yeah.
There's a giant fucking.
There's a giant horse in the way.
You can shoot between the legs.
There's
Okay.
tables
I
flying
can shoot
over.
the
There's
horse.
dregs flying out the place.
Here's some dice.
Ricochet.
He's dead.
I would say so. He gets an arrow right through the head.
Ah, gotcha, fucker.
Sweet baby Jesus.
All right, and you just see this laughing this laughing goblin that's just
What the fuck,
swinging on the chandelier.
Fucking goddamn elf.
Sorry. Griston, go ahead and roll me a black die. Roll me a gear dice.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine.
Oh, sorry. I need to shoot. I used an arrow, so I need to roll that.
Okay.
I used two arrows this fight, actually, so we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that gear dice to see if the rope breaks, which is fine. So we now go to Vanagon. All right, so Vanagon, what is your biggest fear, and how's it going to play out here?
So I need you to explain to me what the mechanical effects of this, so that I can fully understand.
There is it's between you and me, and what happens.
Oh, this is
This
okay.
is like pure, like, it's like improv between you and me.
Erotic role playing. I like this.
So what I'm going to say is it's going to prevent you from.
Vanagon.
If you're going to be able to attack, I'm probably going to remove all your damn skill dice. It's going to be straight like ability,
Oh,
like
okay.
straight just pure talent, no skill. So,
Alright.
but I don't know what it is though. What
Ah.
does it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Vanagandir is terrified of dying to something that is clearly weak. That is his deepest fear. Because clearly whatever can kill him must be strong. But if it's clearly weak, then surely that means he was weak.
So you see this guy. Not only does this guy do like the entire scarecrow effect to you, he like no one else sees this except for you. He like sheds off his clothing, and you see the biggest, beefiest like gladiatorial guy you've ever encountered. That's now like in front of you. That's in front of the horse. He's like, you see the horse like dying in your vision, and he is just wanting to. He's just waving over to fight him. So I'll let you fight, but you remove all your skill dice in this fight.
What spell is this?
Which one?
This was the death magic. No, there could be actual mechanical rules, but I didn't see it right now. But I just want to go fast. It's the chill. Sorry, it's the blood magic. It's stir the blood.
So my,
Usually that's just represented by willpower damage.
Not in this. Stir the blood has no damage on it.
Oh.
Oh, this one has no effect in combat and cannot be used against monsters. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. We're going with it, so we're still going with it because
It's
I'm
alright.
going with it.
Yeah, Vanagan spooked, and
So
now
my
he's
horse-
Oh.
tunnel visioned.
so my horse is dead, withdrawn?
No, that was
that's the vision he's seeing.
yeah. Vanagandir is spooked. He's getting tunnel vision. So yeah, he just runs straight over this horse right here. Just jumps across the horse,
Oh.
clambers over this horse, and just jumps down onto this boy. And he's just gonna try to murder him.
Murder him! Murder him!
That's
So
the
this
goal.
will be attributes and gear, but no skill.
Okay. So 3 dice. Alright.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, your
That's
fear state.
4
You
damage.
just
4 damage.
You're running on like pure instinct right now, and it's just your muscle memory, and you sit there, you just cleave this guy in half.
It's pure animal instinct. He just
Yeah,
jumps
pretty much.
on top of what he sees to be the horse corpse, jumps down, runs the guy through, and starts ripping him apart with his teeth.
Yeah. So
Holy crap.
he's just like probably screaming and just tearing this guy apart.
Yeah,
But with the Rust Brothers dead now, they all have fallen to the ground, dead, and the entire atmosphere of the place. Immediately, there's 2 reactions. One is people cheering about the Rust Brothers being killed, and the other group, the ones that are being pulled back, the ones that are fighting you, they are terrified. They're like, "What did you do? What did you do? They're going to kill us all!" And they are freaking out.
Yeah.
So the horse is gonna back up a little bit because now the mess has been made.
Oh, hell no! This house is here to get you, so it comes to you. I mean, you can back it up if you want to, but You call the horse, so the horse like immediately gallops towards you to see that you're okay.
Okay, yeah. So he just fucking.
So he just barges tables out of the way, drinks are flying everywhere. The proprietor's like, whoa, 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 that shouldn't be in here. We don't accommodate horses.
And he's just like, sorry, self-defense, and just like starts backing the horse up slowly.
Just barely hearable over the commotion in the room is just the horrible, horrible smacking sound of Vanagandir just ripping this guy to pieces.
And after some moments, Vanagan, the effects of the spell wear off, and you feel your full faculties come back now, and you're just drenched in blood of this guy that you've just been hacking apart. And people have been like just keeping a wide berth from you as you're just snarling, killing this guy.
He just takes off the rusty mask and just breaks it in his hands and just tosses the, like, rusty dust at everybody, like at the rest of the room. It's just, this is what the Rust Brothers are.
We've never seen someone stand up to them this way.
That is because you are weak. Like them.
At that, the guy tried to throw a knife at me, I'm gonna smack him in the head with my bow.
Okay, he's whack. He breaks down crying. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. They said they're gonna kill us all. They've already done. They've done so much." And at this point, you see the town guard rush in, and he looks down at just the scene of the Rust Brothers on the ground. He just goes, "Oh shit."
About time.
Now then. We will take the tribute wagon, and you will tell the Rust Brothers that a group of 4 individuals, led by Vanagandir, Ender of the Week, killed their men here and made off that
What
wagon.
they said, led by who?
Glisten Gleaming.
Vanagandir, Ender of the Week.
You ain't leading anyone.
Vanagandir just kind of looms over Braun for a second and just spits the Rust Brothers, like, the contents of his throat at Braun.
By this point, Ryder has come back after reattaching the horse and just like kind of
Reattach?
like the reins.
You know what she means.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
I typed it in the chat. It's literally in the chat.
I got you.
Just kind of comes back in and has just been listening for the past couple seconds in the doorway. It just is not getting involved in any of this.
This is gonna be a big mess here.
It already is.
Well, these weren't the only ones. There's gonna be more. And now they're gonna kill everyone in this damn town. They've already killed our leader. They've already killed a dozen people here.
Not if
Not
you
if
can
it's
point
not
us in a
their
direction.
fault.
Not if you can actually point us in a direction to intercept them.
The small one is right, for once.
Will you help us?
We'll slaughter them all. They are weak. We are
We've
strong.
already started. I'm just pointing at the couple dead bodies on the ground.
But for our services, we will be needing pay.
Compensation.
The tribute, the coins. We need the supplies, but we can give you the coins.
This
What's
is
for me?
acceptable.
Yeah,
And the wagon.
I could tell you where the wagon goes. They mentioned there's an abandoned tower several days to the south. That's where they come from. That's where they've taken some of our people. They've taken some of our children. There are people at first that tried to stop them. There are 2 people here that were one of the Raven sisters. They were killed. One left. One escaped. We got her out of the city at night. She said she was going to get help, but she never returned.
Oh, she's dead. We found her camp.
What?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Me.
Are you sure she's dead? Did you see the body?
No,
No.
but we
There
smelled
was
the
signs
blood.
of a fight. And her supplies were left behind.
But you didn't see the body. And just to make a point, the smell. You smell the same smell off of these 3 Rust brothers.
So it's the smell of rust.
Yes, it's not really the smell of rust of the iron. They have kind of like incense that have like the iron smell.
Cool.
So it's to show that that spot was this person
Got it.
and a Rust brother. So
Got it.
it wasn't the blood. So it wasn't spell blaster to clarify that. But yeah.
Yeah. So, cool. Vanagandir is going to, in the meantime, just start looting the Rust brothers.
I'll help.
I help too.
My kill. My corpse.
That one isn't mine, and that one isn't mine. What are you talking about?
No.
Technically, one
I
of them
killed
is the horse.
Then the horse can loot him. And Vanagandir just grabs the 2 that he killed and shoves them to the side and starts picking through them.
Get the horse. You need to do the looting.
Ryder kind of looks at the horse, and the horse kind of like leans in the doorway, looking at all the damage that the horse has already caused.
If you kill those goddamn bastards, I'll just like he feels like he wants to charge you for breaking down his damn inn, the front entrance, but he kind of holds himself back. He's like, please just, if you can get them out of here, we'd all be grateful to you. We would all be grateful to you.
Please charge us with breaking the front of your inn. That'll go so well for you after you just watched us murder
I
3
mean,
Rust
I
brothers.
I can try to fix the door. Like, I don't have crafting, but I can try.
No. It's what you've done. There's. If we point,
Hero.
you help us, right?
Indeed.
As long as the coin is good.
Yes. There will be help.
And I'll kind of corral people to. I'll corral our party members passively to take the bodies outside to loot
Oh,
them.
hell no. I killed him here. I can loot him here.
I'm not killing shit up here.
No,
my
just
God.
get the bodies out of. I still need business. Get the bodies out of here, please. Just take them to the side.
When I'm done. And he just finishes picking through the corpses. What do they have on them?
All right. There are 3 daggers, and everyone roll me a d6.
I'll carry the body.
Except for 1. There's like 3d6. All right, so it's fine. You find a total of 1 silver and 5 copper. And
How
3
much was
daggers.
on how much was on the 2 that I looted?
That's total of all 3 bodies. So
Yeah, but how much was on the 2 that I...
If you don't share, I stab you in the
He's
sleep.
not gonna share.
it'll be the top 2.
Oh,
So it'll
Sure.
be 9 copper.
9 copper? Yeah, I throw Grissom 3. Say, for your help.
I know you sleep well, and I make your food, and I watch you sleep.
I have very big teeth.
Yeah, I'll make a wonderful necklace.
Ryder is not.
Vanagandir just grins at Grissom, dripping.
Yeah, necklace.
He
Give me my
just
coin.
like picks him up and puts him on his shoulders.
Ryder is just outside.
Ryder, you see an individual come in. He's holding the chest that you saw that had the coins on the wagon when he came to the town, and he carries it lid closed into the tavern.
Nice.
And he brings it. He doesn't slam it, but he heavily drops it on the counter. Opens it up. It's full of copper and some silver, and you start going through it. And he goes, "If you kill those goddamn bastards, we'll give you what's inside this chest. This is all. They took everything from us. This is all we have to spare."
I think there are 1 or 2 golden here for you.
Nope.
There are
There's doing a quick scan. You get it's about 2 gold that you see clearly, and about maybe with a mix of copper and silver, we'll say about 34 silver.
Is it possible for me to take the silver without them noticing it? With sleight of hand?
Be
take the silver from the chest that we're all looking at?
Yeah.
When they're not all looking at it, like using sleight of
I mean,
hand.
you can sleight of hand. You can set them like palm. You can like you can put your hand through to see and then palm it. So yeah, I'll just do a roll.
I'm keeping an eye on Bron.
Okay, that's how
Sleight
do
of
you
hand.
do that?
It'll be sleight of hand.
Yeah, just what to click.
You'll roll a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. So look at your character sheet. Look under the main. It will be your sleight of hand, skill, and then your agility.
Okay, so agility plus sleight of hand.
I know to keep an eye on Bron around coin. Can I see if he's doing any shenanigans?
He got one success. I'll let you go ahead and roll your scouting.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is gonna be something.
You have to get over. So I want you to get 2 successes to see. What'd you do? So yeah, so Grissom, you see as Braun puts his hand to see how many coins there, he kind of shuffles it about. He does definitely palm 1 silver in his hand, and he kind of puts it into his cloak real quick.
Okay. I'll wait till we're out to bring it up.
Should I add a silver to my inventory then?
Sure.
By the way, I didn't pay for the ale earlier.
Yeah, I wanted to do that as well. And I don't know how much I actually got off the one body that we had.
Altogether, it was 15 copper. So
15 copper and 9 of it was not 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, so I got 6.
yeah, I'll put it as a lump sum. So
I'll split that with bronze, so you've got 3 copper.
And how much was the ale?
2.
Okay, so that means I get 1 copper, basically.
Cool.
And 1 more silver.
And I'll walk over to Bron and pull his cloak and kind of pull him in. I'm not going to complain about the little bit of sticky fingers now. But there is a tax for shitty work, so I'm going to need half that.
That's a deal.
I love that no one in this party is willing to like actually fully share the money. It's
I'll take the silver and give him 5 copper.
okay, I'll do it. I need to take a quick 3-4 minute break, so I'll be right back.
And this is actually my break point as well.
this
Oh yeah,
is
you can end. Okay, all right.
I would like to inform you that I did split what I had.
with the one person.
What a
Yeah,
brilliant
because
person,
you
yeah.
you
Because
guys
you
took
guys
it all
split
in.
because you guys split your own.
All right, but I'll be back. And Jericho, yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, I only know what Vanagander gave me. I just shoot people from back here. That's fine. The most valuable member of the party.
You're ridiculously good at it.
Yeah. Just wait till next level when I can get the where is it talent? I can do that twice per shot.
Jesus.
I'm
When
just
actually
a
two
very,
shots.
twice?
I'm
Well,
just a very,
I only get aim on the first one, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a very tanky boy.
I'm just really sneaky.
I have a horse and I do horse things. Like kick down doors and charge people.
So eventually I'll be able to do this twice.
I'm so excited for. I really like the character progression in this game. It's really cool.
Of note, I haven't been able to use it yet. I still have 3 willpower. I can use one of those just to ignore armor.
That's really good, dude.
So in case anyone gets to fuck with me.
How do y'all feel about this
That's
system?
really good. I like this system a lot. I feel that we need to know more about it.
The
And
one thing
follow
I
it.
do not like, that the critical failures on survival things fuck you so much.
I can adjust them. I can adjust them
If
to
you
make it a little
roll
more.
fishing. You shouldn't take a wound.
No,
I also
yeah.
don't like how spellcasting, how NPCs get a stockpile of willpower that they can auto cast spells on, but we have to take damage to cast our spells.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Though to be fair,
I know they have
NPCs
the
have a
whole,
lot
you have
less
a
health.
tower and you get free willpower, but
Yeah.
realistically that is a while.
but there's also the fact that the NPCs are much more likely to die. They have much lower willpower. What
Yeah.
seems
Right,
weird
but
is them
they've got
not
rocket
having
tag.
to roll.
Yeah, they've got rocket tag, and we have no rockets.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't like that they can just drop these big high power spells, and there's no, because it should be they have to roll for them, right?
No, I like I said, I looked at it really quick, so I might have looked at it wrong. But I do know that spells auto succeed. There's no rolling for them; they just happen.
Oh, so
there
you
is
still roll
rolling.
a number of die based on your willpower.
Based on the
If you roll
willpower spent
sixes,
on the
they're
spell.
overcharged. If you roll ones,
Okay, so I did it wrong. But yeah, so like, I didn't realize they had spells. So I didn't look at the spells because no one here had spells. I didn't realize they had spells themselves, so I did it really quick. So
yeah, I was going to be a spellcaster, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to hurt myself every session just to be able to cast a spell.
No. I mean that's kind of the point of the willpower system.
I think you have to look at it too
is
is
to force you to hurt.
the hurt's not really. It's not really. I won't say it's like hurting. It's more like the actual hurting is when you get crit. That's like the actual hurting. This is just you're kind of wearing yourself down.
I know, but I mean, it kind of motivates you at the end of the night to do a bunch of mundane stuff and push yourself. And I've stockpiled a bunch of willpower. Now I can do my actual class features tomorrow. That kind of thing. Like, I can understand like if there was like a penalty to casting spells because spells are scary. It just frustrates me that you go into every day starts with you less than you could be because you want to be able to use your core class features. But I probably will not. I will not play a spellcaster for that reason.
I don't even know what constitutes as my core class features, aside from the fact that
having a horse.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on
Your
a horse
is
and I
core
do
class
horse things.
feature.
It's the equivalent of I want to ride over and hit someone. Well, that's a willpower.
All my stuff takes. A lot of my stuff kind of takes willpower besides the horse.
But it really isn't, because riding over and hitting someone requires A, movement across the map, and B, a roll to hit. Magic just automatically succeeds. Whatever you're trying to do with the spell just happens, and then maybe it goes better, maybe it goes worse.
I wish there was a different resource for it.
I mean, your willpower doesn't go away, does it? You can stockpile it, right?
Right, but you still have to. That whole thing. Well, I'm going to try and make a fire. Oh, I've pushed myself. Oh, I took a little bit of damage. Tomorrow I'll be fine. But not
I mean,
spells.
it's a little weird, but it does feel a little
powered
good.
by your shittiness.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but I also understand why it exists mechanically. I
think
agree that it's a weird mechanic, but I think that or I get that it doesn't make 100% sense in the fiction, but I think mechanically it works really well and makes good sense.
And,
so it means that you have to risk things, hopefully out of combat, if you're a spellcaster, to be able to drop some magic nicks on
the
people.
other way to get willpower as well, which also makes more sense for spellcasters, is the fact that you have a holding.
Yeah.
Well,
You have like a library of study.
That's not a low level
That
thing.
is, yeah. That makes more sense in lore for spellcasters, is having a holding where you keep all your stuff.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's fine. I just don't like the idea of I have to fail at things to use a core class feature. Because a spellcaster without spells is just a nerd. Even if I don't, even if any of us don't lose all, none of us have willpower, we can still do what we're good at.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we're inside
but-
like I was just now.
But also, you can still fight. Like,
Yeah.
your horse is your core class feature is a fun little joke, but your core class feature is like you're basically a fighter, but you also get a horse.
And you get very good with the horse eventually, but
Yeah.
Right. I
But,
took Path of the Night. Well, I took Path of the Night, so I get
But-
like.
you get very good with a horse then.
I kind of want to treat it like the magic how it is inspired maybe like Lord of the Rings, where it's not exactly like up front and centered.
When you attack with a
But-
mount in close combat and your attack roll succeeds, you
Jericho.
spend a power to increase the damage.
The thing is that you don't get to use your core class feature. I dig that, but your core class feature is disgustingly strong. So you don't get to use it all the time, but when you do get to bust it out, it's a centerpiece
Broken
of
as
the fight.
shit.
Like, it completely throws everything for a loop.
I mean, like,